drivers, find out which Flagstaff intersection you might want to avoid.
Take a trip and immerse yourself in the rich culture of the Hopi people by exploring this new opportunity.
The City Council denies emergency funds for the Flagstaff Shelter Services. Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Kara Hammer.
And I'm student anchor Kaylee George. Thanks for joining us.
Breaking news out of Washington, the U.S. Senate passed legislation earlier today that would raise the Treasury Department's debt ceiling and effectively end the government shutdown. Still pending approval by the House of Representatives, the legislation would provide additional funding for federal agencies that have been closed since the shutdown began on October 1st. The bill would need 217 votes from the House to be passed into law.
A newly paved, shorter US 89 bypass is now fully open without any restrictions. The Arizona Department of Transportation completed the fencing along the road to help prevent livestock from crossing it. Until now, the roadway contained speed restrictions and was limited to only daytime use. ADOT finished a final lane striping and recessed pavement markings to improve the safety along the bypass. The maximum speed limit for the corridor is now 55 miles per hour. With this reopening, ADOT urges drivers to slow down, pay attention to their surroundings, and be aware that this roadway to the Navajo Nation is prone to animal crossings. Flagstaff drivers know how difficult driving around the city can be, especially during rush hour traffic. The intersection between Milton and Butler proves to be especially dangerous to drivers. NAZ Today's reporter Josh Schwartz spoke to Sergeant Runke about taking precautions when driving on Milton.
All of us here know the intersection of Milton and Butler, but did you know that this very intersection is one of the most dangerous in the city? This year there have been just over 30 car crashes, and that number is expected to rise. According to Public Information Officer Sergeant Runge, Milton is the highest traveled street in Flagstaff, and as of now, the accident total reflects it.
For instance, on South Milton and Butler, the high accident time is between 3 and 5 o'clock every day on weekdays. And so we try to put more officers in that area doing traffic enforcement during those time frames.
More traffic enforcers means a higher chance of getting tickets for Flagstaff drivers. However, this is just one way the Flagstaff Police Department is attempting to lessen the amount of accidents.
Well, one is follow at close, safe distances. Many people are following too close while they're driving. A second is to control their speed and understand that that location there's sudden stops that happen.
This intersection is just one of 10 to watch out for. Other intersections to look out for include the intersection at Milton and University and the intersection at Butler and San Francisco.
Well, Flagstaff Shelter Services claim they need funds to stay open through the season. NAZ Today's Adrian Garola and Cody Turk have more on the story.
City Council denied funding to the Flagstaff Shelter Services, possibly leaving many people on the streets. We talked to Councilmember Jeff Orvitz about this.
Unfortunately, the City Council voted 4-3 against releasing funds. There was a motion made by the mayor to release up to $5,000 to help them stay open through Thanksgiving. Today, though, I've been working hard with members of Flagstaff Shelter Services and volunteers such as Jeff Knorr to raise money privately.
Funding does not have to be done strictly through the City Council. Jeff Knorr, a local business owner, has decided to donate to the Flagstaff Shelter Services.
Called me and said, hey, let's see what we can get done through the private community. Asked me to look for a dollar for dollar sponsor, a major sponsor. I said I'd be willing to donate in matching funds.
Information on Flagstaff Shelter Services, please visit flagstaffshelterservices.org. Well, the Grand Canyon and Sedona are big attractions for tourists visiting the state, but a new travel program based on the Hopi tribe could be the next travel hotspot for Arizona tourism. Reporter Gus Margiata sat down with Explore Hopi director Clarice Tafoya to get the scoop on the Explore Hopi program.
We're visited by our friend today, Clarice Tafoya, who's the director of Explore Hopi, is also of the Greasewood clan and from the village of Old Arabi. First, can you tell us a little bit about this new program, Explore Hopi? I understand it's a brand new tourism program which is located on Second Mesa at the Hopi Cultural Center. Can you explain more of what you do there?
Yes. Actually, we invite all the tourists out there from Arizona, all over the world, to come out and be a part of Explore Hopi. With our packages, we do offer packages for people to come out and visit. This is a new program. Also, just to get more education on the Hopi tribe and really get a feel for the people.
What does this do economically for Hopi people?
Well, actually, our Explore Hopi is tied in with the HTEDC, the Hopi Tribal Economic Development Corporation. With our packages, we work with all our entities under the umbrella of HTEDC, which is the Hopi Cultural Center, located on Second Mesa, which is a inn and a restaurant. The Days Inn Coco Belly, which is located in Sedona, Arizona. And then we also have our Hopi Travel Plaza up in Holbrook. So we tie in the package along with them, as well as bringing economy out to the Hopi people through all the tour guides, licensed tour guides that we work with on Hopi that are already established, such as Gary So, just different other tour guides. We have Donald, we have Ronald, we have all these other ones, great tour guides that we do have, Merlinda. And then a lot more that we have signed on with us, Bertram. We work with everybody, and then also bringing the economy to the artists as well. We have carvers, potters, weavers, jewelry makers, everybody. So we try to tie in everything, even down to our merchandise that we do order, all from Hopi businesses, Hopi run, Hopi owned businesses. So bringing that economy out there to the Hopi tribe.
So it seems like Explore Hopi is a whole community cultural experience.
Yes.
Can you, paint a picture of what someone who went through and did the whole Hopi experience, what would they get? What is the whole feel?
Well, when you come out, we have beautiful landscaping, and it's just amazing with the mesa tops and all what you see, history from thousands of years ago, all what Hopi have been through, the Hopi people and Tewa people have been through. We have first, second, and third mesa. We have 12 living villages out there. So when they come out, we get to do full day, half day, hourly tours, learning about anything that any of our tour guides are willing to learn about, wanting to learn about and bring back from Hopi. They even get to experience the Hopi cuisine. So again, traditional foods that were there for thousands of years. So.
All right, Clarice, we really want to thank you for coming in today. It's been a true experience. If anybody would like to see more pictures or to sign up for Explore Hopi, they can visit explorehopi.com. And for more information, you can visit naztoday.com.
Good evening, I'm student forecaster Alexa Dumidi. A beautiful fall day outside. We have some of today's high temperatures across the state. Flagstaff 58, Sedona 70, 65 in Prescott. Lee Bourne has the forecast coming up.
October haunts us with many superstitions. The Coconino Humane Association clears up which one could be fake.
With colder weather approaching, find out some ways to stay fit this fall.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Hi, I'm Lee from the Ski House in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'd like to show you a little bit of our ski store. We've got the newest products for 2013 from Line, Armada, Rossignol, Scott, Marker, Full Tilt, and many others. If you see something on our wall and you want to try it, take part of our demo program. We have hundreds of demo skis you can try before you buy for as low as $45 a day. So come on up to Flagstaff when you're going out to the Arizona Snow Bowl, and you can be as stylish as our model Holly. She's got some of the latest helmets from Burn, Spy, Nomis, and pants from Sessions. Not just stylish, but also technical. Ski House, we got you covered, any budget.
For over 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College is vital to your future.
My name is Josie Escoto. Unlike most college students, I enrolled in CCC's Allied Health Program at the age of 45. And today, I work in the healthcare industry. When I become a registered nurse, I'll be giving back by helping those in need. And that's why I support Coconino Community College.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
For many of us, there is a chill in the air, and this cool weather can make outdoor workouts much more inviting. Shalea Peshlikai looks at ways to get fit for fall, both out in the elements or when it's time to head indoors.
If you don't like exercising in the summer heat, you may find fall's lower temperatures entice you to get outdoors and get fit. For many, cooler air makes for more invigorating workouts, whether you're walking, hiking, biking, or doing other sports. Get your heart pumping on park trails where you can also take in the rich autumn colors. If it snows where you live, cross-country skiing or snowshoeing are great ways to exercise. Raking leaves and doing yard work is another way to burn calories. Often gyms start classes in the fall. With children back in school, parents often have a little more time to devote to exercise. Branch out and try something new. You might find you like it. And you've heard it before, but try to stick with your workout. The goal is to form a habit. Studies vary as to how long that takes, but give it a go for the season and you may be well on your way. This time of year also offers us lots of brightly colored seasonal fruits and vegetables. Good fuel to power our cool weather workouts. For today's Health Minute, I'm Shalea Peshlikai.
Well, what's Halloween without those creepy superstitions? Emily Kane sat down with the Coconino Humane Association to talk about adopting pets with black fur.
Hi, I'm here today with Michelle Ryan, Executive Director of Coconino Humane Association, and Adam Collado, a kennel tech. And he brought us some animals today. Can you tell us a little bit about these dogs?
Yeah, sure. This is Nike. Was turned in to our shelter for reasons of moving. And we're happy to have him. He's a good dog. We're looking for a home for him as we speak. And over here we have Mandy. She came in as a stray. She's been in for a few weeks and she's just waiting for the right home.
That's wonderful. And can you tell us a little bit about what it's like to get black animals adopted?
It is really hard to get black dogs or cats adopted. You know, there's a lot of studies that are actually being done, whether it's a trick of the light where they kind of blend into the shadows, or people think that, well, when you go in and there's this huge row of kennels and you've got black dog, and then bright colored dogs, you know, the whites with the browns, people's eyes naturally go to those animals. And we've found that to be the case with cats as well. And recently we had a volunteer, her name is Mackenzie, and she created us this adorable little thing, and I forgot to bring it with us, that basically is a little story about black cats and that don't overlook them. And, you know, we had 6 black cats at PetSmart in the kennels there for longer than 5 weeks, each one of them. And she put these little cards on each kennel, and she had all of those cats adopted within the week. And so I guess it's a kind of a reminder that they do kind of fade into the dark, but they're wonderful, wonderful animals, and to not overlook them.
Absolutely. And what sort of events do you have coming up?
We have our 58th anniversary party coming up actually this Sunday. It's going to be at the shelter, and we're going to have a huge raffle. We have hundreds of prizes. 50-inch TV is one of the grand prizes, and then a little bird told me that we're having 2 Cardinals tickets with free parking donated to us the day of the event for our raffle.
That's great. And why should people show up to that?
Well, you should come and celebrate with us. 58 years is a wonderful accomplishment for any business, let alone, you know, a humane society here in Flagstaff.
That's very true. And where can we go to find out more information?
You can call us at the shelter at 526-1076 or on our website or our Facebook page.
Definitely, and we should do that. And for NAZ Today, I'm Emily Kane. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
The Stars came out last night in an inner-city rivalry volleyball game. Sports anchor Alex Lucero has the details.
The leaves continue to fall. Will the temperature follow? Meteorologist Lee Bourne has the forecast.
Modern Grove Neighborhood Eatery and Market defines the heartbeat of our local community by bringing together the food and families that call it home. Modern Grove, located on South Milton Road, open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come enjoy the aroma and taste of our homemade bread, pizzas, and much more. Sit outside on our patio for a relaxing afternoon beverage.
With NAZ Today by adding us on Facebook, following our Twitter account at NAZ Today, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Stay connected with us no matter where you are.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
All right, another lovely mid-October day, just like yesterday and the day before, and I'll just go ahead and give the forecast away right now. It's going to be like tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, and the day after, and we'll talk about why in just a second. Today's high temperature, 58 degrees, just a few degrees below average. 62 is the average high temperature for this time of year. 34 degrees was our early morning low, a little bit more mild than the last few mornings where we were down in the low 20s. We did have a little bit of a breeze overnight, a little bit of cloud cover, a very weak, dry, cold front kind of skirted through the state. And that's what kept our overnight lows up there a little bit. We haven't had any precipitation in about a week. As I just mentioned, it's been all sunshine around here, and the reason being is we have a massive ridge of high pressure. Here we're going to take a look at it out in the Pacific Ocean. Here we are, northern Arizona. Notice all the blue out here, thousands of miles out into the ocean. And the storm track goes way up into Alaska, way up into Canada, then down into the center portion of the country. So there's this huge area of high pressure centered just off of the Pacific Northwest coast, and that is what we call an area of blocking high pressure. It's also called an omega block because the jet stream pattern around this area of high pressure is shaped like the Greek letter omega. We talked about this yesterday. A lot of times when you have an omega block or a blocking ridge, they're stationary. They're not transitory like many weather systems that go across the planet here. This one just kind of parks itself for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and it looks like it's going to be around here for at least another 10 days or so. So any type of significant weather way up over the top of this, and the entire western United States is going to be pretty quiet, while the east coast, that's where we're going to see the jet stream drop down into the plains and into the Great Lakes and the eastern portion of the country. They're going to be quite active here the next couple of weeks. But for us, it's just more of the same. Sunny weather going to keep on keeping up. Currently outside right now, it is 59 in Prescott, 61 for you in Kingman, Payson 59 right now here in Flagstaff. It's clear skies, and it's 47 degrees. And it's going to be clear skies around here for quite some time. Overnight tonight, 20 degrees. Clear and cold. Much colder than last night, 34. Tonight, clear, very dry. Also, the wind's calm, so we're going to drop temperatures way down. One of the colder mornings yet of the season. Out there for our Thursday, it's sunshine once again. I think there might be a few very thin cirrus clouds out there tomorrow, but it's still sunny. And temperature's a couple degrees warmer. And we'll just go with this type of weather over and over, as I keep over and overly saying. Okay, here's a look at the temperatures tonight and tomorrow. Sedona 42 tonight, 73 tomorrow. Payson 33, 68. Winslow 67 tomorrow. Tuba City 64. Gorgeous time to get outside with all this mid-October, very quiet weather. Great picture from the Coconino National Forest. You know, they have a Tumblr page, or is it Flickr? It's a Flickr page, and all kinds of gorgeous pictures, recent, it's kept up to date. This is West Fork of Oak Creek, and looks beautiful, although the company that's running West Fork right now had to shut it down. I don't know if you read in the paper last week. 89A was backed up for miles and miles, and the sheriff had to open West Fork, and so I'm not suggesting going there. Maybe if you want to hike in, I don't know. But anyway, you definitely want to get outside because it's gorgeous out there. Temperature's really not wavering much. A little bit warmer late in the weekend, early next week.
Right. Well, you know, despite all of these dropping temperatures, the sunshine sure does make this fall season enjoyable.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Enjoyable to be outside, but Alex, you were inside last night for a huge rivalry game.
Yep, Flagstaff and Coconino both had a big intercity rivalry game. I'll tell you all about it coming up. Well, last night was a great night for some high school volleyball as rivals Flagstaff and Coconino squared off at Coconino High. Number 2 Flagstaff, number 6 Coconino would meet up for the first time in sectional play. We've got that video coming up. Here it is. In the first set, Flagstaff on the attack. Here's the set to Randy Powers, and bam, she's going to nail this ball off the defender for a point for Flagstaff. But the Panthers come right back as senior outside hitter Marissa Hoffman spikes this ball past the Flagstaff defense. Flags hitters Courtney LaFell and Randy Powers combined for 41 of the 46 kills on the night, while Coconino relied on Hoffman for 15 kills and 10 digs. Behind the support of their fans, Flagstaff defeated Coconino 3-1. Both Randy Powers and Coach Beth Haglund know about the emotion and intensity that helps fuel this rivalry on the court.
We've been playing together for so long, and it just comes natural for us just to play together, pull together when things get rough. Like, it's setting us up to succeed in the future because we do know how to play as a team.
It's always an emotional game. It's always a great fight both ways, and what's nice is that it's a good friendly rivalry. On the court it's intense, but once we get off, everyone's giving each other hugs.
These two teams finish out the regular season against each other October 30th at Flagstaff High School. Well, while that big rivalry game was going on, the Northland Prep Spartans volleyball team played host to Northwest Christian. The Spartans lost in 5 sets to Northwest Christian 3-2. Haley Settle had 9 kills, 31 assists, and 6 blocks. While Scotty Manson had 9 kills and 16 digs. Northland Prep takes on Sequoia High School on the road tomorrow. And over on the field, there was a great matchup in high school girls soccer as the Northland Prep Spartans took on the Round Valley Elks. The Spartans are ranked 3rd in Division 4, Section 2, while Round Valley is the top team in Division 4, Section 1. The Elks defeated the Spartans 1-0 to drop the Spartans to a 5-5 record. Northland Prep takes on Chino Valley on Saturday. The Phoenix Coyotes have gotten off to a solid start to the season, winning 4 of their first 6 games and hosted the Ottawa Senators last night. In the second period, first shot taken by Ottawa is blocked by Mike Smith, and Jason Spezza follows it up to cut the Coyote lead 2-1. Spezza wasn't done yet as his teammate takes the puck away from Smith behind the zone and passes to Jason for a wrist shot, and this game is tied in third. Ottawa on the power play now, and Spezza takes the long slap shot that finds its way into the back of the net for the hat trick. Just under 4 minutes left, Coyotes on the power play, and Antoine Vermette takes the shot that gets tipped in by Mike Ribeiro to tie this game up. And this is going into overtime. In overtime, the Senators have the puck, and Mark Mathot finds Corey Conacher right in the middle of the crease. No one there, and Corey puts it in for the win. Senators win 4-3, and the Coyotes take on the Anaheim Ducks on the road Friday. And after a magical Game 2 by the Boston Red Sox, they tried to take control of the series on the road against the Detroit Tigers. Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander was wheeling and dealing last night, striking out the entire side of the 3rd inning. Here it is. Before that, he struck out the entire 2nd inning, setting a Major League postseason game record for consecutive strikeouts with 6. John Lackey, however, matched Verlander, striking out Torrey Hunter in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lackey had 8 strikeouts on the night. Top 7. This scoreless game is broken thanks to Mike Napoli blasting the solo home run into the stands, and Boston leads 1-0. That would be the final score as Boston now leads the series 2-1. Game 4 started earlier at 5 today, and right now the score 5-0 Detroit Tigers in the 3rd inning. And even before that, the Cardinals and Dodgers. Dodgers won 6-4. Adrian Gonzalez homered twice, and it's 3-2 Cardinals.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. So who is your dream World Series?
I went Cardinals in Boston.
Cardinals in Boston?
No doubt about it.
I'm a big fan of Matt Holliday. He's doing pretty good for St. Louis.
Yeah, he's homered a couple times in this postseason. Kind of a rough start to the season, but he carried it all the way through.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back.
I just got a house full of Suddenlink with an all-new home phone service that can actually do tricks, like send voicemail to email.
It's your mother. Call me.
Automatically, and pop caller ID onto my TV, giving new meaning to call screening. Right. Plus, I got E911 to pinpoint our house, and unlimited long distance to flatten our bill. Suddenly, the phone company seems cheesy, because Suddenlink just reinvented home phone and made it look easy.
Changing your oil and filter offers many benefits to prolong the life of your vehicle. Regularly changing the oil in your car can significantly give your car a longer life. Another benefit of an oil change is gaining fuel mileage. When changing your oil and filter, not only will you be a safer driver, but you will also have the advantage of an improved insurance rate.
This week's car tip was brought to you by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Highway 66.
At Northern Arizona University.
It's possible to find your voice.
It's possible to explore.
It's possible to achieve.
It's possible to imagine.
It's possible to define our future.
It's possible to make a difference.
At Northern Arizona University, possibilities are a principle we believe in.
What's possible for you?
Northern Arizona University, the difference that matters.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, welcome back. Generally mild, sunny days and cool, clear nights. Light winds throughout the forecast. A little bit warmer temperatures start to settle in late in the weekend. In early next week, just right around seasonable weather for this time of year. Very quiet mid-October.
Well, despite the Senate's vote today to end the government shutdown and raise the debt limit, Americans are still voicing their frustrations through protest letters and apparently pumpkin carving. This timely pumpkin is the creation of Texan Kurt Scherf and his two sons. Scherf says he's already written his congressional representatives, so he decided to poke a little fun at the crisis. You can see the carving is only half done. The sign on top reads, "Due to the government shutdown, work on this pumpkin has been temporarily halted."
Very cute. Got some attention too, didn't he?
He sure did.
Yeah.
You know,
I called the Fall Colors hotline because I was talking about the fall colors, and it's shut down. But at least that'll be back up before all the leaves are gone.
Well, you know what is not shut down, though? NAU athletics. Volleyball tomorrow night hosting Northern Colorado. Should be a good game. Tips at 7 p.m. Yep, and then homecoming this Saturday.
All right. But today, actually on campus, there was a beard competition for any lumberjack students. That was kind of cool.
Well, Alex.
I always miss those kind of events, and
Yeah,
I want to get out to watch them. I was thinking about growing one out myself.
Right. Well, November's coming up, so that'd be perfect.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.